Hello, I'm Evan. This is Theo. Welcome to my channel. In this video today, I am going to teach you a 5-stage process to set and actually achieve your goals. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Would love to have you part of this community, and if you get anything out of this video, give it a like. All right, why is it so dang hard for us to achieve our goals? Here's the thing. People set goals generally to achieve two things: fulfillment and success. However, the personal growth industry is at odds with helping people set goals to achieve both fulfillment and success. It's why burnout is rampant in our society right now. It's more important to me that we get out the message that we can redefine success for ourselves and live more fulfilled lives. Because trying to fit the American dream mold of success has emptied us of authenticity, passion, and connection. It's filled us with anxiety, self-doubt, and loneliness. Oh, and a dark sense of humor about our existential dread. When we are young, we are taught how to talk, how to act, how to dress, how to succeed, and how to cope with stress. And we set aside our authenticity in order to survive these expectations. As adults, we are able to unlearn these things and connect our mindset to our authenticity in order to take action that moves us towards our new version of success, not the version of success defined by generations before us. If you watched my last video on how to find your purpose, then you have already started the work of connecting your mindset to your authentic self. If you haven't seen the video, watch it here. Today we'll expand there and move into the taking action phase where we set some goals that are aligned with your purpose. Side note, don't wait to be happy until you've achieved your goals. I'm going to do a whole video on this next time, so click subscribe down below, hit that little bell so you don't miss it. Now I present to you the Brilliance Zone Roadmap. The Brilliance Zone is when you are using your natural talents, your natural passion, and your learned skills to solve a problem. And in doing so, you are shining your light, your strength, and your brilliance into the world. And this roadmap is designed to help you get to your brilliant zone. Also, we will be embracing the principle of doing one thing at a time with this roadmap. There's a book called The One Thing, written by Gary Keller, that details this concept of doing one thing at a time very well. I'm going to touch on a couple of the concepts here today, but I highly recommend you go read it. All right. Time to dive into the 5 stages of the Brilliance Zone Roadmap. Stage 1, create your vision. Your vision is like your guiding light, your North Star. Think of it like the long-term impact that you want to have on the world. Your vision is going to be very personal to you. It will come from some part of your life story. Whether that be you endured some great suffering that you want to bring awareness to or you want to help heal the world from, or if you experience some great joy that you want to spread with everyone that you meet. Your vision is your why. And if you did the exercises from the purpose video, take what you learned there and apply it here to your vision. Try not to get discouraged from thinking too big about your vision. Your vision is something that you'll likely be working towards your entire life. You'll just be learning new methods along the way to deepen your impact and broaden your reach. Another concept that I learned from The One Thing applies here. It's called the domino effect. You may know the domino effect as pushing one thing over and it leading to a great chain reaction of events. What you may not know, however, is that one domino can push over another domino that is greater by 50% in size. What that means is if you grow the domino size by 50% every single time, it would only take you 23 dominoes to topple the Eiffel Tower. And that's on science. Even if you're starting out with something as small as one domino, set your vision as big as the Eiffel Tower. The following stages will help you get there one domino at a time. Now we're on to stage 2. Create your hypothesis goal. A traditional goal is an arbitrary metric with a deadline that humans feel compelled to reach simply because they set the goal. I, of course, believe that traditional goals are insanity, and they are prime feeding grounds for shame and guilt if that goal goes unreached, which makes me so sad because honestly, so many goals have no business being set in the first place. Like the ever-present goal for women to exist in a smaller body. I hate this goal. Instead, we can set hypothesis goals and allow shame and guilt to exit the stage. Thank you, goodbye. Hypothesis goals are the ideas that you want to test and see if it will help you fulfill your vision. The major difference of hypothesis goals from traditional goals, especially SMART goals, is that you're treating your goals like an experiment, which means that you can swap out the variables anytime things start to go a little sideways. This is a sharp contrast to what we typically do when goals start to go sideways, which is we blame ourselves and we believe that we're the problem. You're not the problem, honey. Your goals are the problem. And when you have your goals set as a hypothesis, you can actually rely on the fact that things are going to change. You're probably not going to have the same goal at the end as when you started. And that's okay. Like, that's totally normal. And that's the beauty of being able to be human while trying to achieve your goals. Nothing is perfect on the first test run. And I just don't think traditional goals allow for this kind of room. Okay, in order to have an effective hypothesis goal, you do need it to be specific enough so that you are able to gain some insights from your testing in the next stage. But you don't want it to be so specific that you don't have any wiggle room to move around and make changes as you need to. And don't forget our principle of one thing at a time. Tackle one hypothesis goal at a time. As you set your hypothesis goal, make sure that you are reflecting on your purpose, your vision, and your authentic self while you establish it. I know it can be tempting to set a hypothesis goal that feels like the mainstream advice on what to do in your situation, but it will benefit you greatly in the long run if you take a pause, self-reflect on what is best for you, and then set your hypothesis goal. If this is your first time creating a hypothesis goal, just know that you can't fuck it up. Like, just pick something, start testing it, and just know that you're going to be evolving this over time. So it's okay if you're dead wrong at first. That's how the process works. It'll get you to the right thing much faster than if you sit here sweating day and night trying to find the perfect hypothesis goal to start with. No, just start. The important thing to remember is that your vision is your guiding light. As long as you are doing something that is hopefully moving you towards your vision, you can't go wrong. If it's a hypothesis goal that is like 180 away from your vision, then we would need to take a look at it. But generally, just don't worry too much about it, okay? Stage 3, run your tests. It is time to take action and test your hypothesis. These tests are the action you will take to prove or disprove whether your hypothesis goal will move you towards your vision. There are 3 testing principles to follow, because I like numbered lists, apparently. Principle 1, one test at a time. Principle 2, be consistent with your action. Any action you take will be in the pursuit of this hypothesis goal. And principle 3, continue testing until clear evidence of success or failure is reached. Don't give up early and assume failure before you have been both patient and consistent in your testing. New habits take 2 months to form. All right, y'all, one more thing before we move on to stage 4. I can't get real deep into this stage for the purposes of this video because there are so many different types of tests and action that you could take. But if you would like help specifically in this area or any other area that I cover in this video, don't forget that I do have coaching sessions available that you can book. There's a link down below, coach.evanlarson.com. I would love to work with you and help individualize this whole roadmap with you. After you've run your tests, it is time for stage 4. Listen to feedback. In this stage, you will be paying attention to feedback externally from others, and internally from yourself. But prioritize the internal feedback from yourself first. This is especially important if you set your hypothesis goal based on the advice and guidance of someone else or societal expectations at large. It might be hard to tell the difference because we internalize like so much shit, but your internal feedback will let you know. Internal feedback begins as expressed emotions and changes in your energy, but this will grow into a strong intuition if you continue to observe and listen to your body. Whether you're feeling joy or fear or excitedness or anxiousness or anticipation or even dread, all of these feelings are equal in importance. They're just information and they should be welcomed in. Okay, so external feedback. I'm gonna be real with you here. External feedback is really only important if you are opening a new business or you are working on improving your relationships. Even then, you gotta kind of watch for those people who are gonna project their garbage all over you. Protect your energy, set some boundaries, just don't take it personally. This is why I said to prioritize internal feedback first, because you're gonna get internal feedback on the external feedback, and that is your guiding compass. Just like anything else, external feedback is just information. You can choose to use it in your testing, or you can let it go, which I know is easier said than done for my people pleasers out there, but I got you. Check out my video on how to deal with criticism, and check out my video on how to stop giving a fuck about what other people think. The process of gathering feedback just happens constantly. You're going to constantly be feeling feelings and checking in with yourself. You're going to be constantly receiving information from other people. The thing is, there's no real set metric on how much feedback you need to achieve before moving on to stage 5. I recommend keeping a journal, making note of it, revisiting, reflecting on all the things that you receive. And then once you feel like you've gathered enough information where it's clear that you need to make a pivot, then move on to stage 5. Stage 5, refine or rewrite your hypothesis goal. If you remember nothing else, I want you to remember this. Everything you do is moving you towards your vision. The success or failure of your hypothesis goal, of your tests, this is all just information. It is not a definition of value as you as a person. Even though there are so many people that try to make your success or failure your single determination of your value, those people are just wrong. I don't know how else to put it. They're just wrong. That being said, you take the feedback as objectively as you can and you use it to refine what works of your hypothesis goal, or you rewrite what doesn't work. You are human. Allow pieces of you to become part of your goals. Whether you're an analytical metric lover or a spirited freedom lover, your uniqueness is your power. This is what shaped your vision, and now you're just writing the chapters to get there. As you continue to refine and rewrite your hypothesis goals, shed what is not authentically you, and embrace all of your imperfection. You got this. Shine in your brilliance zone. Well, that wraps up the 5 stages of the Brilliance Zone roadmap. Again, if you'd like to learn how to apply this roadmap to your specific situation, then book a 1-hour coaching call with me below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when my next video comes out. It's going to be all about how to be happy in the present moment, not requiring yourself to reach your goals before you become happy and enjoy your life. This is so important in avoiding burnout, so I highly recommend giving it a watch. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Thanks y'all so much, and I'll see y'all next time.